Hello, welcome to the 100x Connect community. Let me take you through the 100x ecosystem. Step 1. Become a free or paid member. Step 2. Discover your passion by tuning into the 100x daily night sessions, chatting with other members in the 100x Discord community, and participate in 100x virtual summits. Step 3. Unleash your true potential by equipping yourself with 100x workshops and work with you challenges. Step 4. Begin your entrepreneurial journey by signing up for the Malaysia Ministry-endorsed 100x 100 Days Business Startup Challenge, seeking business advice, or enrolling in the Advanced Business Coaching for pitching and funding. Step 5. Being the country's best entrepreneur community, 100x has a wealth of resources such as business funding to accelerate your business, digital marketplaces to sell your products and services, and collaboration platforms to do networking and organize your favorite event, among many others. Furthermore, 100x will also create business opportunities. All these are easily accessible and convenient for 100x members. Step 6. In return, the 100x alumni hope to bring together like-minded people and provide mentoring, internship and career opportunities to help the network grow. Pillars are used to uphold purposes. At 100x, we believe that every entrepreneur should embark on a purposeful journey. 100x is built on 7 pillars: financial intelligence, fitness and wellness, business and entrepreneurship, sales and marketing, personal development, love and relationship, and hobbies and leisure. Sign up as a 100x member and start a purposeful journey.
Hello, happy Deepavali, guys.
Happy Deepavali, guys. Yeah.
What developer?
So I was drinking something just now.
All right. Hope you guys are having an awesome holiday as well. Today is Thursday. I suppose there's a very good meat break before Friday, and then that's all on the weekend. All right. Today we're gonna have quite a lot of things to cover today. So yep. For those of you guys who are still new here and wondering why we do what we do, well, we are a part of the 100x community, and what we do is we started out on the pandemic to help others to scale their businesses and to help them at least to improve their businesses and their circumstances, because of course COVID actually is a very devastating once in a century kind of issue, and it has really helped. We really want to help others people to actually improve their lives, especially in business as well. But 100x community is not just us. There are other people who talks about health, fitness, like Josephine, as well as other more, even financial as well. So definitely stay tuned to 100x community, because that's one of the places where you can actually get free content and definitely valuable content out there. So do like, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn as well, because that's a place where you can get all the information the fastest about 100x. All right. Now we have an upcoming event on the 3rd of November. Actually, this one yesterday itself is 100x physical networking. So for those of you guys who are actually following us on Facebook, you can see us. This is actually more or less, Eddie, this is the office of 100x, isn't it?
Yes, this is the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there yesterday also. I see David P just like the video. He was there as well. A few others was there. It was a great networking session. We meet a bunch of people for 100x that we never met before. Some of them are strangers. I do encourage people, if you have the chance and the ability to meet us up at the physical networking, please do, because it's the chance where we can really get to know each other. I understand that you guys meet me from through the camera, and who I am in person is totally very different, and it applies to many different things also. The most of the people that you never met before could actually become friends, business partners. That's the best place to do. Yeah.
All right. Now we got that out of the way. Eddie, would you do us the honor to show your screen, because I'm suppose you have quite a lot of things to show today.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something very different today. Today we're gonna yeah. Today we're gonna show screen. Actually, I was thinking about maybe I should actually just do without screen, but kind of like screen looks. I mean, it has a lot of examples that I can actually show, and you guys can actually rewatch. You guys can actually even watch this without sound, because of the slides that I'm putting is very informative. All of these slides I can actually create into a PDF, send to you guys. If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, please let us know. You can either DM me, or that this is something that you guys interested, particularly this show. I've been getting messages from people in the past, copywriting work, I would say past copywriting templates that I've given out, and I'm actually in the midst of creating that template. All right, if you guys are interested in that as well, do let me know. So today's topic, we're going to talk about copy hacks to differentiate yourself from competitors. Now let's start with this first thing, as I always do, with a question. How do you stand out from others?
More importantly,
how do you stand out from others?
How do I stand out from others? Definitely, you have to do things which is different. That's number one. It can be similar, but it has to be different. Notice, it can be similar, but it has to be different. Okay, it doesn't matter. For example, the products that you sell is very similar, but there are certain things that you can do which is different. For example, the way how you communicate yourself, your brand and whatnot. But in specific today, what we are talking about is copy hacks that makes you different. Because most of the times when we see like logo is easy to actually differentiate yourself, different color, different shape, whatnot. But what about copy then? How do you differentiate yourself as your competitor through copy? As we all know that differentiating yourself actually gets you attention. That is why it is very, very important for you guys to differentiate yourself. And of course, differentiating yourself, once you capture their attention, you're more likely to convert them as well. If you don't attract people, you can't even convert them. So that's the importance of why you should stand out from others. And now,
guys,
how do you do that?
You guys should trust Eldon when he say about how he differentiate himself. Believe him, because he has been differentiating himself from me all his life. Okay. So
yeah,
we know our shit, right? We know our shit, right? We know how to differentiate. You guys know the difference between me and him. Okay, so right now it's the same thing, but we are doing it in copywriting. Right. So let's go. Today's core of Money Magnet Show will briefly touch with content creation, digital marketing and funnel hacking. Not much with e-commerce, because I'm gonna be talking something a bit controversial. It's not gonna be. It's more towards. Okay. The thing is, I don't want to use the word manipulation, okay? But at the same time, as Eldon mentioned, is about influencing perception. So we are in a marketing side. We are not going to talk about, marketplaces. We are not going to talk about, building e-commerce stores. We're going to use copywriting to influence people, their perception of who we are as an authority figure. Therefore, we stand up compared to our competitors. Is that right? We are not going to create about talking about creating of tech startup or new product like that. It's about selling existing product, making more money. All right. So this is what we talked about last week in the lead magnet. If some of you guys are interested about what we talked about last week, do check out our past video or even sign up as the 100x member. You guys get to see the replays that we have, jam-packed with information. I go through about the headline templates, the bullet points templates, different ways that you can use to hack your way for writing your lead magnet. All right. So you guys interested in this also, I'm creating a fully nice, beautiful template. If you guys want in a PDF, so just send me a PM or, let me know that this is something you're interested so that I can send it to you. I'm not charging anything. This is free. All right. But do give me an email for that so I can send it over. Okay. So in today's show, by the end of today, you'll be able to discover how to position yourself in a blue ocean, even if you are in a red ocean. All right. Even if your market is highly saturated, like, as all things, the moment when there's a trend going, everybody rushing over there, there's a gold rush and everything. But what happens if you are already in a saturated red ocean market? How? All right, David P.
Sure, we will
Thank
definitely
you.
send you.
Yeah, we'll send to you. No worries. Okay,
Yeah,
and
David,
then the next.
hopefully your toe is also feeling much better. Man.
Yeah.
It is. Do take care of your toe, man.
Take care.
Alright.
Don't mind what Mike say. He's always a joker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the next thing we're going to talk about is a 6 messaging framework to differentiate yourself. All right. We're going to be giving you guys templates that you guys and examples that you can model and use for your business, whichever that's applicable. Always a good thing to give people something. And last is, where can you use these copy hacks? You'll be able to discover where you'll be able to use these copy hacks later in the show. Okay, let's go. So let's talk a little bit about the red ocean versus blue ocean. Okay, this is coined by Renee about red ocean, blue ocean. Essentially, what red ocean and blue ocean means is, if you are in a blue ocean, you are in a market where it's completely new, novel. You can put your business out there, and it's you capitalize the entire market space. Give you an example. The moment where it started, where the person created the fidget spinner, the first person that actually launched that on Facebook, they are in the blue ocean. But once it becomes highly popular, everybody with their manufacturers are creating fidget spinners, and that becomes a red ocean because everybody is selling the same thing over and over again. And then what happens with the ocean? From blue, it becomes red because it is bloodied with competition.
All right. So, David, definitely you are asking whether or not your business is blue ocean or red ocean. And it seems that you are selling vegetables and fruits. Yes, definitely in this case, you are definitely playing in the red ocean. The reason why is because you can actually go into any store out there, and almost every store or grocery stores is actually selling fruits and vegetables. Even online, when you search online, buying fruits or vegetables, you can see all the ads coming up from there, as well as all the SEO businesses, that those businesses who are actually emphasizing SEO, they all appear there. So you definitely have a lot of competitors. So that is definitely a red ocean, and it's actually a really, really tough one, because fruits and vegetables, the ability
Perishable.
to procure them is actually very, not to say very difficult to procure. And it's the way how you market yourself right now that actually differentiates yourself and how you can actually catch attention. Because fruits and vegetables, most of them people think that, for example, why would I buy a particular someone from fruits and vegetables where I can just go to groceries anywhere else I can get, you see. So the differentiation point is this isn't as easy as a technology which you can differentiate by doing something different, right? Fruits and vegetables technically is just basically fruits and vegetables. So how you can actually communicate with that, I would suggest that you would add a little bit of salt and pepper. What I mean by that specifically is how do you spice it up, okay? Fruits and vegetables, definitely we know banana actually do, example, helps with constipation. I'm not so sure. There are some says that ripe banana doesn't have constipation. Some says yes. I'm not so sure about this case. But how you do it is actually to attach the benefit in front of banana itself. For example, constipation relieving bananas, or you say, even lack of a better word, energy boosting watermelon, right? You don't just say watermelon itself. Some people may even use Japan countries to put it in, say that say watermelon from Japan or whatnot, right? That's the country itself, therefore the price increase. So there are certain ways you can actually borrow things that what people has done. For example, one of the easiest way to do is to put benefits in front of your naming of your product, so that when people think about bananas, right? Now people thinking about bananas, okay, I can get bananas anywhere, but David's P bananas actually apparently helps me with my constipation. And technically, we all know all bananas helps with constipation, but because you communicate that way, I'll be start thinking about you as well. So that's one of the little copy hacks that you can do, and you can change a lot of things. And this is talking about from my experience, right? Thinking about rice, for example. Rice. What does rice do? Rice actually is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates also helps you, for example, with energy, right? Correct. You technically don't just sell rice, okay? White rice. Technically, there's another sexier way you can do it. You can even just call it energy boosting kit. It is basically freaking rice, right, guys? But you are naming it in a certain way, framing it in a way that people will start thinking about it. When they think they need energy, they start thinking about your energy boosting kit. Although it's just basically rice, and you'll be surprised that people actually will purchase and pay slightly higher premium just because of the word change, right? So although you're selling fruits and vegetables, you gotta think a little bit out of the box in that sense of how do you differentiate yourself. For example, vegetables, let's say vegetables actually helps you, we don't say constipation and stuff because probably that is far too common. But what about vegetables or fruits that actually help you sleep better, right? So you can sweet dreams vegetable, for example, dreams for free, a vegetable for sweet dreams. So those are the things that you can actually use. Yes, definitely the power of words. In fact, you can actually change the entire perspective of someone else with just the word, the power of words itself. You can just, for example, safety phone cover, or people say gorilla glass, right? But when you say gorilla glass, you're actually putting it in people's mind and say, okay, how strong a gorilla glass is a normal glass, but it's because you're painting a picture of gorilla. People will think about, okay, it could be as strong as gorilla, and the product features is that it's very tough, right? You actually paint a picture. When someone think about glasses from now on, they of like phone, for example, they will not just think about, hey, I don't need to, I don't want any other glass. I need to get that gorilla ones. So it sticks into their mind. So now itself, it is definitely the power of words. So for pepper, right? Pepper itself, one of the best ways you can do is search online what are the benefits that pepper can have. Then you attach that benefit to your product that you sell. For example, I'm shooting gun shooting in my mind right now. I'm actually googling exactly right now benefits of pepper, for example, benefits of pepper. So hold on, let's see. So benefit are sources of vitamin A, C, and potassium. So when you use peppers, right, one of the best way you can do is I'm not so sure in this case bell pepper or just like regular like Sarawak peppers in this case. So I'm just gonna think about, for example, is a bell pepper, right? But excellent sources of vitamin A, C, and potassium. So you think about what are the things that potassium or vitamin A or C that helps, because of vitamin C is, for example, in that case is
Health,
health, of
health
course, and
boosting,
another one would be,
immune
for
system
example,
booster.
immune system, right? So you use pepper, you say bell pepper, for example, immune boosting peppers, right? So technically, we all know some of these. Like even myself, when you ask me pepper, I have to Google what are the benefits of pepper itself, correct? And if you say immunity boosting peppers itself, immediately people start, okay, now that pepper, I'll think about it as an energy boosting one. They will remember you first. Okay, so if it's black and white peppers in this case, let's say spices are pepper
It's the
spice.
same thing actually. It's the same thing. You have
Yeah,
to
correct. High
do
in
bit research about the
antioxidants.
ingredients.
As I saw here, high in antioxidant. So you can even use antioxidant rich peppers. So that's one of the ways that you can actually use to sell commodities in that sense. Lack of a better word, maybe not commodities, but in the red ocean business. All right. So that's like one of the ways. Just think about it. Why people call it gorilla glass? They can name it almost anything, right? But why they use specifically gorilla is one of the way to help you imagine. Correct. And it stands out from other. They could just say very hard glass. Nobody gonna remember that. But I say gorilla glass, people will start thinking about it. Same as when you say black and white pepper, right? You can say antioxidants. For example, antioxidant is a stretch. It's a stretch. Don't use this, but it might actually, if you do enough research to see what's make your spices much better than other people, antioxidants help people stay youthful, right? So you can say stay youthful pepper. Okay, don't use it spurs out of the blue, because I haven't done my research on this, but I'm just stating the fact that you can actually use benefits, and specifically you have to do your own research to see whether or not these benefits are actually true. All right, one of the best so-called sources you can go is definitely on Google itself, but there are a couple sources that you can search which is really good ones. You have to search lah, and definitely those are the what you call that, authoritative websites. Use it, keep using it. You just need one time to tell people, for example, stay youthful pepper or be youthful pepper, right? Just one benefits of that, you make people stick in their mind already, because then people will be starting thinking or comparing what is other peppers versus you. They may not risk it because you say stay youthful pepper, and if better you can actually prove it with the scientific results or whatnot, or source it down there, people will start thinking that, hey, is your pepper different from other people? It may actually come from the same supplier, but it's because you communicated it that way, are more inclined to buy yours, because other people just say black and white pepper. Yours is stay youthful black and white pepper, right? People are more inclined to choose something that they know might give them the ultimate benefit that they are looking for. Of course, pepper in that way, you can say delicious pepper and whatnot, right? People buy pepper mainly for the taste of food. But what if you add in a little bit of benefits to that? So yeah, hopefully that helps you, Brenda. And yeah, David, if you have any other questions, do type in the comments. And for those of you who are actually running your own business and looking for tips, right, you can just type in the comments. Don't worry, me and Eddie are yeah, basically don't be shy. Only when you ask, we can help. If you don't ask, we can't help. All right? Okay, now, Eddie,
Alright.
carry on.
Right. So hope you guys got pretty good advice from Eldon. I also learned a lot from there.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll be
let's
surprised. Just because of one small words, it can make crazy amount of revenue. Okay, just think about it, like why boost the fruit juice, right? When you look at the menu, they will say, like, for example, the benefits,
antioxidant, yeah.
loss, antioxidant, and all those kind of these
Energy
for example,
booster.
energy boosting and stuff like that. There is a reason businesses use those kind of things to attach benefits to that. because then you can demand a higher price, right? Because that makes you different. That makes you more what do you call that? Attractive. Lack of a better example would be this Eddie is just Eddie. Sounds not sexy, right? Millionaire Eddie. Suddenly it makes a big sense, you see. So you attach something that can help you be more attractive in the red ocean strategy. This is like simple copy hacks that you can do to make things more sexier.
All right. What I'm gonna show you guys, what you're gonna discover is gonna be something similar, but it's gonna be much more than that. That's something that I didn't put inside in my presentation. Good thing that Alden is here. You see, the way how Alden think and I think is totally different. I used to write NutriFacts on the fruits that I sell. All I get is likes and very few conversion.
Okay, so David, right? In this case, right, NutriFacts, you talk about facts about the fruits that you sell. Is it safe to say that you actually write these NutriFacts on Instagram and Facebook? If it is, then I say you are actually in the right market as well. Or if say you're putting into TikTok, that's great. But one of the reasons why you say all you get is likes and love reactions, not very few conversions, right? Honestly, you are not reaching enough people. That's the truth. If you are reaching enough people who actually has this interest, whether it's Facebook advertising, whether it is TikTok advertising, right? I'm sure that you will definitely get more conversions than it is just putting fruits name itself versus you putting NutriFacts. That if you can test it out, I'm sure that you putting up content about NutriFacts will definitely get more conversions. So the reason why you are not possibly getting likes and not getting conversion is because one, you are not reaching enough people. Two, they don't trust you yet. You gotta build trust. All right.
Okay.
Of course,
Yes, David.
definitely not just your profile.
Yeah, there's essentially three things that makes people buy from you. Number one is you need to have your offer right. The next is your funnel. What platform you are using? I say funnel / platform because there are many different ways you can make money even on Shopee. And the third one is traffic. Like it or not, we are all digital savvy. Long gone are the days where 10 years ago you can put up a store and you buy some Google ads or Facebook ads, everybody will flock to you. The problem with this in the red ocean is Facebook works in a way where it's an auction. So the more people buy the keywords, it becomes more expensive. More expensive means you need to pay more to reach more people. Hence, there is more competition. But you need to buy ads to grow. If you don't, the only other ways I can think for going organic is creating content on Facebook,
YouTube,
creating contents
Instagram.
of YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. That's the hard way to do, but you need to create quality content. It's not very fast, but it's long term because when you create
Guys,
it, it's always there.
let me be honest with this, yeah. In this case, if you were thinking of like what Eddie say, building your own organic audiences, right? Because you guys are 100x communities and you guys watch my show, I'm going to be very honest in that. It's not that worth it to build your audience from scratch. Number one, you're not an influencer. It takes time for you to build people to trust you. It takes far too many time for you to build that substantial amount of followers for you to not just pay ads. The way you look at it, right, paying ads is actually an investment for you to cut short that. You pay ads now so that you don't have to pay ads later. That's the truth. Most people thinking like, oh, I don't pay ads. I start with organic first. And then once I get more money, I pay ads. Now that is why most businesses fail. Because through my own experience, speed is what kills business. You're not fast enough. You're not gaining enough traction. You get burnout faster. So technically, the better strategy, and this one may not work for all business. Yeah, don't say that you're just selling air, for example, or water bottle and start running ads. You gotta, of course, do the fundamentals first to to make sure your product is right and you know that your delivery is all settled, right? Then run ads. You have to run ads so that people will know. You just imagine, right? If you never tell anybody about your name, my name is David, no one will know your name. Same with businesses as well. You have to let people to know what you're selling. The truth to be said is run ads now so that you don't have to run ads later. Because once everyone knows who you are, the freaking Apple, right? They don't necessarily need to run ads. But even a company as Apple, do you see billboards made by Apple? Yes, because that's the way they get into people's mind constantly and to start thinking about that. So that's Brenda, it's not just an advice, but it's actually a cry for help. Technically, this is why most businesses don't succeed. It's because they take too many. It takes too long time for them to actually grow to a certain size where they can see returns. Let's say a business that just earn 1-2 thousand a month, that's not gonna cut it. I mean, 1-2 thousand for you, no. You gotta run ads, and I know that ads is very risky because people were saying that, what if it doesn't work? That's the thing. You have to know how to run ads effectively. That's the reason why there are professionals out there who's willing to run ads. Now, truth to be said, this is my own perspective here. I'd rather have 3 months, okay, 3 months to run ads to see whether or not someone purchased my product than to wait maybe 9 months to build organic fan base, right? To the point where that, and I've realized after 9 months gone, followers didn't get enough, and none of the followers actually purchased my product. You wasted 9 months instead of just 3 months. So they say the same thing as what was that? Fail fast, right? Technically, that's the truth. Fail fast. If you're gonna do something and you gotta know that this is something that you probably is gonna do for a long time, I'd rather you have your right answer fast, whether or not this product sells or not. Yes, it may means that you probably have to invest a little, right? Now, when I mean by ads, right, I'm not asking you to dump 1,000, 2,000, right? Even $5, 5 ringgit a day, 20 ringgit a day, 30 ringgit a day, it's better than nothing. Because honestly, on your Facebook profile, you're not reaching anybody. But on ads, yes, it does. You can try running traffic ads first, building cold audiences, or running video ads first to get people to watch your video about NutriFacts, right? Then you know how many of those people watch, how many of them actually converse, because now you have numbers. You're posting it on Facebook profile. Yes, it's great. It's great because it makes people think about you as personal itself. But as we all know, friends may not actually purchase from you. In fact, cold audiences are more likely to purchase your product than your actual friends themselves. That is like the brutal, honest truth. So why is it that you're posting on your profile who may not actually be your buyers instead of running maybe $30 a day on ads that may reach your potential buyers itself? So this is actually what I honestly feel. I may be different. I may be wrong, right? I know we all think about influencers. Those guys can earn $1 million, $2 million just by posting content on their YouTube channel and whatnot, right? But they are influencers, okay? That's their job, right? But if you are not an influencer, you have to do something that reach people without
give you guys
slow organic.
I give you guys an example, all right? See, me and Eldon has been consistent every week in the Money Magnet show. Not once did we actually, on the day itself, every Thursday, not once we actually didn't show up. Even today, mind you, I'm having gastric right now, but I'm still here at the show. And you can see really the audience that we have, even the content we provide, it's rich. But Facebook hasn't optimized the algorithm where strangers can actually see our content. Only people who like the 100x community or the page, or maybe in the Discord, WhatsApp group, wherever that we are, where we actually post that we are having this show, then will they be notified that a show is going. We are not using ads to reach out to anybody, and hence that's why you can see that even though our followers is consistent, we have about 10, sometimes 15, sometimes 7, sometimes 5 people who watches our show, it doesn't reach more than that because of the nature of how Facebook works. Back then it does, but Facebook changed their algorithm that if you don't pay, you can't play. That's the fact. And that's the reason why we aren't growing in terms of our channel. But I've spoken previously in the past, our goal isn't to help to reach as much people. If I wanted to do that, I will do it something else. I will be selling a product. But for 100x in specific, what we are doing is because we want to give back, educate you guys as much as we can. Therefore, we are doing what we are doing. At the same time, we are also training ourselves to become influencers, how we speak. You can consider me and Alden as real KOL, as in key opinion leaders. The opinion that matters, not those people that actually looks good to post good pictures on Facebook, Instagram, because they have good genes, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
even
but
our stuff.
yeah, like what Eddie has mentioned, we've been posting this on our profile and it's already nearly 2 years. Do we actually have enough likes? Do we have enough followers? Just look at our views. You know already that Facebook just posting on your profile is not going to cut it. The reason why our business still continue is because we run ads as well. That's how we can ensure that our business goes on. You have to run ads, guys. You must.
Yep. Okay. We've been dabbling into this, that we have
For
a
quite
lot
some
to
time
cover.
already. Yes.
If it's past the time, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to cut short. Maybe make it for next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Continue, Eddie.
Okay. So what happens in the red ocean if everybody fighting customers? This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna start chasing customers, and nobody like to be chased, but they like if you attract them. So that's all Money Magnet is about, how we attract customers so that we don't have to spend our days cold calling, messaging people and stuff. All right?
Yeah. And almost everything is digital.
Yeah. So what I'm about to share with you guys is it works in all kinds of messaging, starting from social media content, ads, landing page, all the way to sales video to your offer. Actually, in fact, it's before your offer. Okay. What gets people interested to click into your ad or see your content, eventually leading up to the offer. Okay. That's how you differentiate. Because once you reach the offer, people are already in the consideration stage. So we are not going to go about that. How to sell an offer, it's going to be like another talk altogether, a new topic. I think previously I covered in the past how to sell one-to-many, how to do closing. If you're interested in that, you can still go back and see some of our previous videos. How to sell one-to-many, yeah? Okay. So what must be consistent message to be effective? Curiosity, interest, engagement. This is just buzzword, yada yada yada. Everybody knows about this. I'm moving a bit fast, yeah, by the way. So I'm going to give it to you the framework. Okay. How do you stand out in the red ocean? By creating your own blue ocean. All right. It's about the entire ocean is red, but you yourself inside you have a blue sphere, blue ocean within your own sphere. And how do you do that? How do you become the authority within your red ocean in your industry? Tip number 1 that I give is well known, little understood. It's basically saying other people sucks, but you are the one who's good. Okay, yes, it's literally like that, but in a nice way. You don't ditch other people, you don't bitch on other people about their product and stuff, but you're saying it in a way where people believe you enough, and they believe that you know your stuff enough that you can be the authority. Something like what we do. What makes Money Magnet different from others is, to be honest, I'm not trying to hard sell you guys. Okay, I've been providing value, and what I've done is, as a practitioner, everything that I've tabulated, everything that I've learned in the past, I'm actually giving it to you guys for free. Okay, so I'm not holding anything back, and that's what makes us different from others. Okay, let me give you an example about well-known, little understood. If you guys read, it's well known that cryptocurrency are a great way to diversify your investment, but very few people understand what trends and strategy to look out for in order to invest safely. Quick tip is not about following someone else's tweet unless it's Elon Musk. Okay, unless it's Elon Musk. Okay, so say if this is my copy that I put on Facebook or in my sales video or in my social media YouTube video, this is what I say. Definitely, you'll be thinking that, hey, everybody throw up buzzword about cryptocurrency, but these guys say very few people understand the trends and strategy. What it actually communicate is, I know the trend and strategy. Hence, probably I'm not throwing out buzzword, but I know a thing or two. That makes me an authority figure. All right. So if you guys want, screenshot this, or you guys want me to send you guys a PDF, let me know. I'll be able to send you guys a PDF on this. Next example, little known, big difference. This is like, there's a few people know about this. There's one hack that we've done that actually make a big difference in everything that you do. Guess what? Today's show is about this. This is exactly what I did. Copy hacks that makes you different from others. Little known but big difference. All right. So give you an example like that. Very little people know the importance of building a funnel that actually converts, and knowing what type of offer that will not only make customer buy from you once but over and over again every month. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, say that a very little know about these hacks, this technique, this little secret, but I know. Hence, that makes me an authority figure. All right. So if you're going to communicate something like that, say for example, the fruit, very little people know that bananas have X. That gives you this, which leads to enhanced energy for your gym workout session. If you buy this, we will couple something with banana to enhance your performance in gym. That's how you can actually differentiate compared to other people's bananas.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, another thing about David, since you are doing fruits and vegetables, right? One of the thing I would suggest as well is, because in a red ocean strategy, everybody is selling fruits and vegetable by itself. So what you can do is, you see what recipes that fruits and vegetables that you can combine, you sell it as a package for the ultimate benefit. For example, a weight loss package consists of banana XYZ, all right, or muscle building vegetarian muscle building kit, right, consists of ABC, right? So you sell it as a package. Of course, definitely, because you are using your particular, you can go two ways. Either you increase the price because you're actually sharing your knowledge and making it convenient for other people, or you sell it the same price as in the market by giving this value for free. Most likely people will purchase this instead of other competitors out there. So that's just a small tip for you guys, for
By the
you
way,
specific.
yeah, before I continue, if you guys have value of this, please do share with people. It's not about bragging rights and more people see this show, because to be honest, wouldn't care less. But I do want people to benefit from this. So if you guys, help us out to share a little bit, get the algorithm out, more people look at this, it's gonna benefit a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and talk about the third one. Game changer. This is something that I like a lot. Game changer. Let me give you an example. During the COVID, we all know that you can't go out to physical places, you can't go to gym, physical events and stuff. That's why the online world is very, it suddenly blow up. That's the whole reason why even 100x started. The reason why we are even here to begin with. You see, this is what example you can see. You can talk about the trend. With gyms being closed all around the country because of MCO, having a virtual coach is going to be a game changer, because they could help you keep you accountable and consistent your weight loss goal, so that you don't, just let yourself go and then you gain like 10 kg at the end of MCO. So this is something that you can talk about, that talks about trend, something that is newsworthy, something that everybody is affected. If you guys ever see some of those news, they are very clickbaity kind of memes that they are using. Basically, those are my favorite kinds because he actually got clicks, right? They talks about certain trends. They talk about something that is happening, something that is newsworthy, and they attach something related to that to their products and service. This is where you can use the game changer strategy. Always adopt to it. Always see the trend, what's going on. It could be government. It could be crisis. It could be, when Facebook was down, Instagram was down, WhatsApp was down, what's the next strategy you can to engage with your audience? I guarantee you, if you're going to put this up, email, TikTok, don't rely on just one strategy. Start your TikTok content plan now with our agency. There. Start with email strategy now. There. I'm not sure whether you guys realized recently like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp was down. It was about few hours back then. The whole world was panicked. If you were to use that sort of headline to push an ad, you will get people noticing you. All right.
Yeah, it's also what it's a good strategy that we use in industry. We call it news jacking. So using things which is very trendy or things that is very popular, and then couple it with your particular product or solutions if you actually have, right? To do news checking. For example, David, right now, right, I can share with you is on Christmas is coming very, very soon, or even Deepavali, right? You can actually have a Deepavali package for fruits and vegetables for people to buy to send their families and stuff like that. So you can rise that on news checking. So another thing also, because festivals, news checking, almost everyone is talking about festivals, you can actually use that. But what's best about news checking is that if it's something totally new that is not related to festival, is like for example now Facebook is Meta, you can actually use that as a news jack to push your businesses. Ever notice why for example Gary Vaynerchuk and all those influencers out there is talking about Facebook being Meta, right? It's because also same thing, they're using the same way of riding the trend. You're using the news jacking method as well,
Yep.
because that will definitely get people to click on, and because people want to hear your opinion on things,
Yeah.
right?
And
So
what's new?
probably like Brenda, for example, what's your opinion on pepper? Are there authentic and fake peppers out there? What makes your pepper special? What makes Malaysian pepper special? What makes other countries out there pepper in Indonesia, in India? What makes them different, right? You'll be surprised. A lot of people are very interested to know what makes India spices and Malaysia spices different. Go down even to the chemical composition of that. You'll be very surprised, because as what we all know, National Geographic is actually, though we don't watch it anymore on TVs, right? But we still watch National Geographic content, little snippets on that on Facebook, on YouTube, and whatnot. People are very interested in all those kind of things out there as well. Don't believe me? Check out TikTok and see all those YouTube. You'll be surprised. Millions of people will actually be very interested to find out what makes pepper so great. All right.
Yep. Moving on. They've overcomplicated it. All right. So this is something that we all know, especially during the time where there's so many gurus popping up here and there, because everybody is saying that it's actually very hard to do this, it's very hard to do that, and it's very hard this, you need a mentor, you need this, you need that, you need everything. And then what happens with the audience? They get overwhelmed. They begin to have a mental block of everything. They shut off everything. That's why when you use copy something like this is work if especially the red ocean is dark red ocean. Use example like when it comes to really getting result in your business goals here, here's the problem. The problem is that they've complicated it. Most gurus, they overcomplicated it. There is investment, starting a business, ultimately complicated so much that you feel overwhelmed. In fact, what if I told you that it all comes down to just one basic strategy or knowledge that matters in your business? That makes all the difference. Okay, if I'm going to use this, right, they've overcomplicated it. It's also another example by saying others suck, my product is better. Because I know the basic truth, the one thing that you only need to know that gets you result. What if I told you about business that if you don't know anything about business, all you have to know is how much does it cost to acquire a customer versus how much is your customer worth over time. If you know these two numbers, you'll be able to predict whether your business will be profitable in the next year, next 3 months, 6 months. If you're interested in that, give me your email. I'm going to send you a PDF explaining what this is all about. So again, what I just did that is I'm telling you guys that other people is overcomplicating things. I'm giving you something simple that if you know is towards the core basic, you will be able to succeed in business. So that's how I position myself compared with others. So if you're gonna do something, say for example, drinks, right? You're gonna do something with drinks, say about everyone has overcomplicated weight loss when it all boils down to how much does it, how much you eat the calories versus how much calories you use in a day. Why don't you buy a product with a set calories, a package, 500 calories for breakfast, 500 calories for lunch, 500 calories for dinner, all pre-packed by David's P energy boosting kit, right? You get 1,005 calories guaranteed by nutritionists, has been calculated. You will guarantee lose weight at the end of 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months because it's backed by science. Why? Because everyone is trying to complicate things. You trying to make it simple, just optimizing the calorie intake. Good? Right, I'm gonna move on. The fortune teller. Fortune teller. Guys, if you guys ever seen Gary V, let him know I'm talking about him right now because he uses this a lot when he uses a fortune teller. All right, Gary V predicted. All right, he predicted Grab. He predicted Instagram. He's now talking about cryptocurrency. All right, so fortune teller is all
NFT,
about.
NFT. He's talking about
He's talking
NFT
about
also.
NFT as well. Yeah. NFT, not crypto. He only start getting interested in NFT because NFT is not about a coin, separate currency that's not regulated, but it's a marketplace where you can trade products and you can mint product and then you can sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. It's a marketplace. That's why I got so excited. So fortune teller is about something where you, as the guru or as the expert say, you will not be able to understand now, but in the future, my prediction is this thing will happen, but you don't want to miss out. You want to start now. So before COVID-19, if I had a crystal ball and I realized that COVID-19 is going to hit, I probably create an ad saying that before we go on lockdown for the virus, everybody needs to know how to do online streaming. If you are a business, you gotta know how to do e-commerce, whether build your own website or I help you build your website or use an agency to market your business because retails are gonna go bye-bye. Okay, if I have an actual crystal ball and can see the future, that's definitely this strategy is what I will use. Okay, let me give you an example here. Okay, right now it might not make sense for creators to do this because most people don't even have a wallet when it comes to cryptocurrency, but eventually everyone will have their own wallet. And you as a creator, if you have your own NFT, you will get an unfair advantage because you are moving on towards a blue ocean where not many people is at. Okay. Let me give you another example for this. I remember about 5 years ago, I remember that person. Seriously, I feel like I want to choke the person in the head, in the neck. I told him before, I predict everybody will use mobile payment. And all you need is just your fingers. Your fingers is all you need to accept payment, to deliver payment to shops and stuff. And that person said it won't work because if the finger is all you need, OTP and that's it, just a few numbers. What happens if somebody chop off your fingers? All right, they chop off your fingers and steal your phone, and they can actually start making payment. When he said that, I feel that's kind of true, but I still believe this is something that will work. right? This is something like fortune teller. This is before everybody. Gear up your business in mobile payment first so that you don't lose out at the end. When everybody is still using cash payment, blah, 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 you equip yourself with mobile payment so it becomes easier. All right. So this is one example. This is a real example. By the way, we could have been a mobile payment company back then if you actually continue with that strategy. All right. Yes, David P. Gary V talks about baseball cards, Pokemon cards. That's the reason why he loved NFT, because you can trade and stuff like that. 100x want to write on an NFT or coin now. That's a very interesting one. Well, for me, I would definitely, if I have the time, I would definitely draw characters. Even create this entire deck into specific characters. The fortune teller copywriting hack, and I get an NFT. That makes me different from other people that teaches the same kind of things that I'm talking about. All right, move on from that. This is the last one. Don't let this happen to you. And what has worked for me? I think most people use this in most of the organic posts is something happened to me in the past. Don't make this mistake be yours. I've learned and experienced the hardships of starting a business and failing and failing and failing. And finally understand that if you want to be successful, you only have to do this. And what I did with this to get me X result. Yeah. So it's very organic. It can also work as an ad. It makes people think that, hey, it happened to you and I don't want to feel that, that failure as well. So let me mitigate that by learning from you. It still makes you as an authority because you've been through it, you experience it. All right. So give you an example like that. Don't trick yourself into thinking that you are not good enough, because the moment you start to hesitate, it becomes easier to hesitate and eventually becomes a bad habit that you don't adopt. Here's what I did to get over my fear putting myself out there. When I wrote this, right, an example, is actually what I experienced in the past. I was afraid to go online to talk to people, okay? But eventually I've been doing it all the time, and then in the end my fear just subsides. I gain confidence. I can talk to people in person more confident. You guys want to get to know how to be confident in speaking? Sign up right now. I give you tips how to do this and how to keep yourself accountable as well in putting out content. You need a coach. Call me. So this is another example. You see, this is how I would word it if I were to sell a speaking or confidence, business to make me different from others. Talking about myself that I experienced in the past. All right. So there's two things that you copywriting templates that you guys can use together with the messaging secrets just now I was talking about, the copy hacks, is you tie it with something even if or without. Say, how to lose weight even if you don't go to the gym. How to lose weight without giving up your favorite foods. That's something you can use. Tie that in with whatever messaging we talked about in the past here. So at all of this, you have a very, very good copywriting strategy that makes you different from any of your competitors out there, makes you the authority figure. All right?
Yep.
That's all. Okay. With that knowledge, and if you actually apply it, I guarantee when you start shouting, look at me, right? People actually take notice of you instead of just your competitors. Yeah. Yvonne said something. Here. So if you guys want, do contact Yvonne. Moving on. I give you an example for myself. Let's say I'm going to use myself as a business example. Marketers like to complicate everything. There's a ton of this and that, etc. in the market. It can get overwhelming. But what if I told you that the number one thing to mastering marketing online is one simple technique that will make all the difference in your customer's journey to get them closer to you and bring you the ROI that matters. even if you are a complete beginner, just starting out without any knowledge of marketing online. No money to hire anybody. The game plan, whether you are using social media, ads, landing page, lead magnet, sales video, or upsell video, whatever it is, this technique works. And this is not even is not a person, it's not a course, it's not anything. It's a tool. It's an AI. Okay. This AI helps you create the ADA framework, attention, interest, desire, action, which is a copywriting framework, helps you create the past framework as well. And the kind of software I'm talking about, a tool and AI, is actually 𝗬𝗲𝗆. Wherever you are, whatever you do, you need copywriting. So whatever strategies that I talked about just now, that's human strategies that I just created, crafted, that you can implement together with this AI to start generating ideas, and you can modify based on what I taught you guys together with this software. Okay. If you guys see my previous copywriting hacks, I talk about many different of these persuasive bullet points and whatnot. You guys can use that as well. Here's the code. Yep. I'm only talking about this 𝗬𝗲𝗆 because I swear by it, I use it. But if you use 𝗬𝗲𝗆 and you don't know what works, what template works, just go back to some of the videos that I have previously talked about in the last 2 weeks, and including this one. Tie that knowledge that you've just learned with 𝗬𝗲𝗆, and you're going to have something that makes you stand out from your competitor. This I can guarantee. But I know that not everybody wants to do things themselves, because I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this. Okay, yeah, this is a code, by the way, guys. Okay, so, but before I talk about that, is there any questions so far? Now's your chance. No question? Good.
All right, hold on. Let
I
me
don't like
show you
answering
guys.
as well.
Just now what Eddie was saying about the idea framework from 𝗬𝗲𝗆, right? Let me just, I just immediately started doing this on 𝗬𝗲𝗆 itself. Let me show you. So say this is specifically for Brenda, right? You're talking about, talking about antioxidant black pepper. I just generated, these are some of the contents that you can easily copy and use, right? You're probably wondering what antioxidant black pepper is. Well, we've got the answer. So these are basically looking for a new spice. Antioxidant black pepper is a perfect blend of spice, yada, 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 immediately generated in that sense. So for example, like for lack of a better word, energy, just now we are talking about David, right? Boosting rice, correct? Let's say Health and Go, correct? So this is a business that you are thinking of promoting, energy boosting rice, because I said that probably rice selling itself, what makes you different, right? So you add in a little bit of spice in that says energy boosting rice. So the output is 5 around here. Now I'm actually using the ADA framework, as you can see. I'm waiting for it to come out from that sense. So this is how I normally use for copywriting itself. Of course, you must know your strategy, why you are doing it in the first place. But what this conversion AI or 𝗬𝗲𝗆 AI helps is that it cuts short your thinking process. Because what for us, what we need to know is the strategy and the outcome. So are you looking for a new rice? Health and Go is the most loved rice in the world. It's packed with features and it more entertaining and more productive. It's perfect product. So as you can see, it immediately comes up with content that I don't necessarily need to think, right? Immediately it's just right there. And that was like, what, less than 2 minutes itself. So are you looking for new ways to boost your energy levels? Health and Go is the first rice, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you may not want to use the first rice that can be eaten raw or whatnot, because it might not be true. You have to filter, but at least it gives you those kind of content. For example, maintain optimal health includes vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Definitely usable, right? You don't have to crack your head on that. Are you feeling tired of feeling tired? Now, that's a very good headline right there. Are you feeling tired? Are you tired of feeling tired? Immediately, you can start thinking about energy boosting rice. You can just slot it right there itself. And this is saves you so much time to actually hours, in fact, or even technically hiring someone else to write all this for you, because this itself, I'm just showing this to you guys because it's what I use daily, all right, for all my copywriting needs to help me for my business and how I make them very profitable week by week. I use this daily, guys. Once you even got the content, you can use Grammarly to change it and then use Content Improver to add a little bit more of salt and pepper to make it even much more nicer. All right, there are just so many templates, as you can see. There's even recipes, right, which you can get as well. Cold email. What if you join the community of Jarvis and Conversion AI? So this is just me demonstrating for you or how why this tool is something that I would suggest specifically for Malaysians, yeah, because our England or English is not really that good, right? And we always have this fear that probably our language is actually holding us back. We can't write as good as those Americans or Western guys. That's why our blogs may not be ranking as high as them. But that's not true. You can actually, in fact, you can couple this with SEO as well. There are lots of tools that you can use. For example, SEO, right? So you can write blog posts and stuff like to help you. There's just so many frameworks that you can easily do, save so much time. Definitely something that you would want to get. So here's the link again, 100x.1/80. The reason why we are also sharing this for you guys to understand is that how valuable your time is. Think about it. Save so much time, save so much headache. You will not get burnout. To me, my point of view as an entrepreneur, right? The biggest thing that the biggest hurdle for my success, most likely is getting burned out, right? And you don't want that. And one of the best ways to not get burned out is to see results fast. Therefore, we are sharing this with you. So, yep, Eddie, do you want to have anything to share?
Yeah, this is going to be for those people who is a little bit more advanced, because I've learned this somewhere a long time ago that there are 3 levels in an organization: the business owner, the manager, and the technician. All right, technician is basically the executor. Manager is basically take orders from the business manager and they manage a group of execution. All right, but in order for you to really scale your business, you gotta work on your business and not in your business. I know that in the beginning stage, you gotta do everything yourself. But then sometimes if you want to scale, you need to start outsourcing, because the moment you start outsourcing, you're gonna get way much more, you're gonna get way much more because you can scale.
By the way,
So be it
Jarvis
whether
is
is it
free,
your
yeah. The tool is
yeah,
free for you guys to use for a certain time period, so there is no risk. Just try it on, man, guys.
yep. But on another step, for those people who actually want a more, personalized approach, more specialized approach, where you guys get a copywriter, I'm letting you guys know now also that we own an agency. I've done copywriting services, I've done design services, run ad services. This is so that the business people, if you have already learned everything that we've taught you guys in the Money Magnet show, but you guys want to execute, all right, Money Magnet has an agency itself. We can help you execute. Therefore, you can focus on the part that matters to you, like the product. When it comes to product, we can't actually touch anything, you see. We can't touch anything, but we can help you market your product. If you want to get leads, you want to get customers, or even you want to start your own Shopee page, manage your Lazada page, but you don't know how, we can teach you. But if you want a faster approach, you want us to do it for you, we have it. We have that solution. The reason why I'm telling you guys right now is because I've been bombarded by people saying, you've been teaching so much about these kind of things, you've done so much in the past, why not do it for others? Hence, which is why I'm offering to you guys as well. Let me share something with you guys we've done for 100x. This ad itself that we did recently is about business and investment opportunity in LinkedIn that I'm pretty proud about, that we've got 82% show up rate. All right. This ad itself, we've gotten 139 leads for people who click. 82% show up rate. That's pretty high. Show up rate means people who actually come into the webinar. So if you are a coach or business or anybody that you're selling information that you want to start closing people, you need agency to help you do this, or you need a trainer to teach you how to close, reach out to us. This is one thing I want to say. about Freddy Krueger. If you guys know, he's actually Nightmare on Elm Street villain. You spend so much time chasing others in their dreams, and I forget to chase my own. This is something that I myself as well tend to forget. I help people so much because I want to help, but sometimes what happens is I help people too much, I forget to help myself. And hence, which is the reason why I'm imploring you guys, if you guys actually want to start your business but you got your hands full, reach out to us. Don't talk about price, we can negotiate about that later. I'm coming from intention of really helping you guys kickstart your business. All right. So if you're thinking about starting the e-commerce store, if you're thinking about starting that, that business, growing on YouTube, growing on Facebook, let us know. Okay, so this is how you reach out. I know some of you guys have my personal number, but sometimes I don't really reply because I've been bombarded a lot of it. Okay, so do reach out by email. We'll have someone dedicated to actually reply to all your inquiries as well. Right. With that said, thank you so much. Hope you guys have a good night and happy Deepavali once again. Yes. Thank you guys.
Are we referring to Table Rush? Well, not necessarily referring to Table Rush, but yes, I'm aware of Table Rush. Yeah. All right.
I'm not talking about Table Rush. When it comes to Table Rush,
anytime, man.
It's about platform closing. It's about how you close one to many in the audience. So this is different. Although we do briefly talk about it, the copywriting techniques that I talk about is related because you can use it whether you are closing people on stage, whether you're using it on your ads, whether you're using it in your, on your YouTube content as well.
Sure.
Okay.
Anytime, Brenda. Take care. I'll see you guys next week again.
Wait.
100x.
One last thing. If you guys want me to send you guys the slides, I will update it better, but just give me your email so we can actually send it to you guys. All right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you guys. Ciao. Have a good day.
Bye.
Good night.